All right, from out of line to online. First, the online stuff. The Senate is set to vote on a bill that makes it easier for states to collect sales taxes for online purchases. Senator Ted Cruz says it would be a job killer. The Texas Republican with me right now. Senator, very good to have you as always.
Neil, it's great to be with you. Thank you for having me.
Now, I read your column on this subject and what you warned could happen here, that it would be not only a job killer, but an economic killer. Explain.
Well, look, I think the top priority for every elected official, Republican or Democrat, should be restoring economic growth. Our economy is gasping for breath. And the idea that the Senate is today going to be voting to extend $23 billion in new taxes to small businesses and online retailers, I think it makes no sense at all. It will hammer small businesses. If you're a small online retailer and this bill becomes law, you will be subject to the taxing jurisdictions of over 9,600 jurisdictions all over the country, subject to audits, having to file returns potentially in 46 states, plus local counties and jurisdictions. We need to be encouraging small businesses to grow, not hammering small businesses, especially on the Internet. The Internet has been such a haven for entrepreneurial opportunities. We shouldn't have politicians putting new taxes on the Internet.
But, Senator, I'm sure you're aware it's a lot of those small businesses who themselves want this because they think that they're at a competitive disadvantage to the eBays and the Amazons because they have to make sure they pay these taxes, and those guys, while they're obligated to, don't.
Well, you know, it's interesting. The talking points for the advocates of this bill, they press exactly what you're saying, but the people pushing for it are not the small local retailers. The people pushing for it are the giant corporations, and it's why you're getting bipartisan support, because you've got the big box retailers, you've got the giant corporations, and then the really, really big online retailers are already paying sales taxes, and so you're getting this alliance of all the big companies coming together saying, let's put this big regulatory burden on the small guys because it'll drive our competition out of business. 9 of the top 10 online retailers are already paying sales taxes in all 46 states that collect sales taxes because they have physical presences in the state. So it doesn't impact the big guys. What this law would do is hammer small startups, mom and pops, people that are starting a company in their business going online, and it would put crushing costs on them. And so this is not about fairness. This is about big business getting in bed, sadly, with big government to make it harder for small businesses to survive and to make it easier for politicians to tax and get more revenue. I think it makes no sense at all.